Yeah, thank you, Mandisa. It is a good morning, and it's also the first day of November 2013. You're in the final 2 weeks of the month, of the year, kids. Wait, hold on. Let me say it again. Hold on.
Okay.
Start it again. Let me start it again. You're in the final 2 months of the year, kids. Still dark out there, Robin.
Yeah, it is.
Bees everything over there?
Pretty good. I love the reflections from the window.
That's about all we have is reflections.
Yeah.
All right. Good morning, Robin. Good morning, everybody. Let me tell you what we're doing this morning. Got a good lineup of guests. What did I do with them? Oh, here they are. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
It goes back a long way, doesn't it?
Yeah. A couple decades, yeah.
Goes back a long way. To explain. Should I do some explaining? Well, I'll do some explaining.
Okay.
Well, I was told a long time ago, hey, I can hear you rattling the papers in the background.
Yeah.
I can hear you rattling the papers in the background. This is what it sounded like back then. If you could hear that, that was what I probably did. So ever since getting that said to me,
That's right.
I make sure you hear them.
Exactly.
Galen Newell is expected to be in here in just a little bit. He'll be in here doing the show with us. It'll be fun. He's always a fun guy to talk to, and it's even extra fun to have him in the studio.
Oh, yeah.
Galen, of course, for the one or two of you who don't know, is with Lifestyle. He's the director of recruitment and retention. That's probably something you didn't know.
Nope.
Bring Back the Bible at 7:30 this morning. Let me make sure I got the right one up here. I guess that's the right one. I never know one from another unless they're labeled. But anyway, Bring Back the Bible at 7:30. That's the 2-minute feature from Pastor Walter B. Smith that we look forward to each day from the Heritage Baptist Church. News Bites today at 11:35. We'll talk about the news going on around the world and the nation, the state, and the county and the city.
That's right.
Jim George comes in at 9:05 and he answers your questions about that high-tech stuff that you've been using to entertain yourself when you in your homes, in your cars, and everywhere else you go.
Yeah, he's pretty awesome. He always makes sure we're on the cutting edge knowledge of everything.
He knows that stuff. It's one of those things.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm glad there are people who know stuff.
Exactly.
Jim knows stuff about that. Matt knows stuff about cars.
That's right.
Dan knows stuff about making radio stations work.
Right. Joe knows stuff about PR and karaoke. I mean, he's the best PR guy ever.
And P.S., those two guys, and I'm not kissing up to my bosses, just in case somebody accuses me of that. But I mean, look, they built the studio.
Yeah.
They designed it,
Exactly.
So that's pretty awesome. Karen Amster Young is coming on with Pam Godwin at 9:35, and Karen is an award-winning marketing and public relations guru.
That's pretty cool.
I wonder if she's ever heard of Edelman up in New York.
Yeah, we'll have to ask
And
her.
Pam Godwin is a caseworker and migration specialist that helped to facilitate the resettlement of refugees entering the United States to escape religious persecution.
That's pretty cool.
They've written a book together called The 52 Weeks. 2 women and their quest to get unstuck.
I love that.
Kelly Hart will be on the air at 10:05. She's the host of that segment. It's called Ocala Magazine Radio, and she'll have some guests, I presume.
Probably.
She'll be in here. Rivi Neshama is coming on at 10:35. Rivi is a community organizer and a writer with a spiritual path. And her book is called Recipes for a Sacred Life, True Stories and a Few Miracles.
Yeah.
Do we have the book?
Yes, we do.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Yes, we do. She's very nervous.
Dash for Dementia. Now, this is a new program from an old friend. 11:05. Dr. John Grace will be on the air with us. We haven't had Dr. Grace in these, we've never been in these studios, but on these airwaves for, my goodness, 5, 6, 7 years. I don't know how long it's been.
Yeah, I would think
But
so.
he's a psychiatrist over in the Crystal River, and way back when, he would drive in every week and do a radio show with us. It was always fun. We even went karaokeing with him one night.
Yes, we did. That was fun. Played pool.
Went with a younger man, my nephew.
Yep.
John himself is a young man, but not as younger as my nephew was.
Right.
And my nephew was getting all the looks from the girls, and it just drove John nuts.
Well, John was married, and
He was. There's a male ego at work here.
Oh, I see.
You just want to get. You don't want to do anything. You just want to get the look.
Oh, I see.
All he wanted was to get the look. Anyway, he'll be here. So he's.
That's right. That was depressing for him.
Fun guy.
We were his psychiatrist.
Well, it was fun for me because I haven't had the look ever. I can't say in years. I have never had the look. Anyway, so Dash for Dementia. He'll be on it to do his show. It's his new title for a show. Fun with Joe today. I have some more word ladders for you and Joe.
Oh, cool.
Word ladders, and if you've ever done them, you know what they are. They're we
fun.
Take one word with 4 letters. In this case, but all the puzzles today have 4 letters each. You just change one letter each time I give you a new clue, and it makes the next word, and you see
nice.
what takes you somewhere. It's a silly word game, and Joe hates it. That's why I wanted to bring it back.
And it's Friday, so we have the weekend to recuperate.
And Galen is coming in, so I really created a different kind of a topic for him while he's here. And we'll probably talk about other things as well, but I do have a topic for Galen, and it is about being frugal. You know, what you do to be frugal. What kind of things do you do? And then I have a list of the top 12 celebrities, according to some article I read.
Oh, cool.
The top 12 frugal celebrities. I got the idea because I saw an article on ABC News regarding David Bowie. Spending like $12 to make his latest music video. And
well, when you're David Bowie, everybody's going to volunteer. They don't want to get paid.
This goes back to when I was in California, but I remember the rumor was don't if you want to make some money, don't join David Bowie's band.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he was paying like minimum wage. The minimum musicians, whatever the musicians union was asking for back in those days.
Oh, okay.
So those guys would play. He'd be making gazillions, or at least thousands,
Yeah.
And the band guys would be playing like $80.
Yeah.
$80.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was the rumor back then. So that's one of the ways to be frugal is to cheat everybody else in your life.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyway,
that's right.
one of the people on the most frugal celebrities is Jay Leno. Wait till you hear what he says that makes him frugal. Yeah.
He owns all that stuff.
Kind of an interesting thing. I have another. I'm going to bring up one thing right now that'll talk about being frugal. But first let me take a second look at the news, see if there's anything in here that we should recover real quickly. Governor Scott has an advertisement that's going to start running on TV, I guess, on Monday.
Oh.
They're calling it Opportunist. He's pretty much picking on Charlie Crist because Charlie wants to be the governor again. As you know, he's been the governor once before.
Yeah.
If he gets elected this time around, he'll be a Democrat. Last time he was a Republican.
That's right. He's swinging both ways.
Governor Scott's already firing back, even though nothing's been official yet. So that starts Monday.
Okay.
The Ocala Police Department arrested a guy for masturbating at Dunkin' Donuts.
Really? Which one? I'm never, ever anywhere where something
like he's trying to play donut toss. That's all it was, kids.
That's exactly.
Oh, I'm just teasing.
He wanted to,
That's a nasty thing. Okay, so anyway, he's in jail.
Oh, well, good. I'm glad.
Let's see.
Did they take a while before they called the police? I bet they did. I went and got my phone video out, I said, okay, now it's time. We'll call the police now.
Yeah. I can't really relate to it unless I think, never mind. Unless I reverse the role. All right, Senator Nelson, U.S. Senator Nelson, calling for a federal investigation into the state's troubled rollout of its new $63 million unemployment claims processing system.
Oh, boy.
All these high-tech things aren't working.
I know.
And the Walt Disney World Company, there's a story in the news about them handing over their My Magic Plus project to their top executive. Forget that part.
Yeah.
I don't care about that part. That's business news. And if you're into business news, then good. There was the story. The real thing about this is there's a bracelet you're going to wear. Have you heard about this?
No.
A bracelet includes a microchip in it, and that bracelet will function as your ticket, your hotel room key, your credit card.
Credit card.
Yeah, you just say, I'd like to buy that thing right there. Just rub my bracelet over it, and it's mine.
Oh.
I don't know how exactly it works, but that's what it is. It's also a reservation system that will allow travelers to book. Hold on. There's part 2 to this.
This is fascinating.
What did I do with page 2 to my news?
Magic bracelet.
My magic bracelet.
Wow.
It will enable travelers to book rides and show times weeks before your vacation.
Oh, my gosh.
So you say, I want to get on Space Mountain at 2:30 on Tuesday.
Uh-huh.
All right, you're in. All right, got you down, Mr. Whitler.
Never mind all the people that'll be yelling at you.
Just thank you very much. Just show up with your magic bracelet and you're on.
Yeah.
That's cool. I actually like this idea. Just hope I get there on time. Goose.
That's right.
I was spending so much time talking to Goofy down there. Sorry, Mr. Whitler, you're late. You're going to have to get in that long line, that 3-hour line.
That's right.
Yeah, you get behind somebody, and he goes, "You were talking to Goofy, weren't you?" "Yes, I was." "Me too." Anyway, all right. So now here's a way to be frugal, kids.
Okay.
There's a new way to date, ladies.
Oh.
Are you ready for this? Listen
Okay.
to this. Listen to this. There's a dating site. Hold on, let me find what it's called again here. There's a dating site. I'll find it. It's called Hidine. Hidine.
Okay.
Hidine.
Okay.
It bills itself as a matchmaking site for food lovers. Women get to set up a profile for free,
Okay.
sharing their stories and listing their favorite places that they like to eat, and you can wink at the men that you
Really?
find attractive. Men, on the other hand, have to have to put on the formality. Ask another. You have to be. Anyway, men have to put down a deposit toward payment of any restaurant rendezvous to take place offline.
Sounds like the Cafe Risque. Women are free.
We
and-
believe in old-fashioned chivalry, the site says. You spend enough time on the money and clothes, shoes, hairstyle, and beauty products before you even sit down at the table with a guy. You have to make an investment in the date in order to look your best, and the last thing you should worry about is paying for the bill. So the men are forced to pay the bill. And there's another app that launched 2 weeks ago. It's called Carrot Dating.
Uh-huh.
It allows men to virtually dangle meals for a date with an attractive woman.
Oh my God.
Chosen from a pre-programmed list of 20, these carrots or bribes can range from spa trips to plastic surgery or even a tank of gasoline.
How surface are those women? If any.
But
woman
according to
responds-
Carrot Dating founder Brandon Wade, the most popular items are the most traditional, namely flowers and dinner. I'll hang, ladies. Can you imagine that? Anybody want to go out with me? I got a tank of gasoline here for you.
That's right.
Got a
Exactly.
tank of gasoline.
I know women spend a lot to look beautiful when they go on their date, but fellas do too. I mean, they take a shower, they make sure everything's.
That
all
doesn't cost me
set.
anything. No,
Yeah, but you guys always look sharp and spiffy too when you go out on a date.
Anyway.
You don't come looking all disheveled and everything.
disheveled. Anyway, so there you go. So that's the way to be frugal, ladies. If you want to
Okay.
go on a date, you can just date simply for the meal.
That's right.
I mean,
There
why
you
not?
go.
So Hidine and Carrot Dating if you're interested.
Well, some women are very surface, so the women that answer those ads, they're very, very
And
surface.
so are the men, Robin.
Oh, sure.
It's
They're
a
made
tank
for
of
each other.
gasoline, ladies. What do you say? Anybody want to go out with me? I got gasoline.
Made for each
All right,
other.
we've got to go to Pastor Walter B. Smith, his program, Bring Back the Bible, coming up right now.
Well, a good day to you, and welcome again this morning to Bring Back the Bible. I'm Pastor Smith. We always come to you at this time every weekday from the church that I pastor here in Ocala, Heritage Baptist Church, and we are located on Northeast 20th Street in the northeast section of Ocala. I would like to take the opportunity of this broadcast today to invite every single one of you out to our services at Heritage Baptist Church. We have a title for our program. It's called Bring Back the Bible. You hear it every day. Well, we also at our church emphasize the Bible. If you're looking for a church that concentrates on what the Bible says, preaching and teaching the Bible, you have found it at Heritage Baptist Church. We're not into denominationalism. We're not into what man's religion might say. Every service at Heritage Baptist Church is a service that we open the Bible and I, as the pastor, preach a sermon from what the Bible says. We teach all the major doctrines of the Bible and all the books of the Bible. We believe in bringing back the Bible. In fact, many of our members have magnet signs on the sides of their vehicles that say, "Bring back the Bible. We need God in America again, Heritage Baptist Church." One of our ladies proudly had that sign on her car, still does, and was parked at Walmart the other day over by 200, and when she came back out, somebody had taken a sticky note, put it on her car on that sign and said no thank you. Sad day in this country when there are people that do not want the Bible. But if you want it, we encourage you to come to Heritage Baptist Church.
Here's what you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
Here's an intelligent tip for you. Just say anything as long as you say something. Got it? This is the rule when it comes to job interviews. Putting animals on a diet may not help them lose weight, because if your pet is turning to food as a way of coping with their emotions, restricting that food will only make them more unhappy. You need to get out of a funk? Then do this. It's very simple. Ready? Help somebody else. That's it.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
Gene Powell Pasture Mowing. Our tractor services include bush hog, disking, front end loader, box blade, and stump grinding. We also have zero-turn mowers for the smaller paddocks, aisleways, fence rows, and lawn care. Fence row spraying is also available for weed control. We are licensed and insured. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440, or online at powellgene, Gene, @yahoo.com. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing.
ABC News Now. I'm Daniela Bellotta. So how many people were able to sign up for coverage on healthcare.gov the day the website was launched? Just 6, which may be why 80% of those polled by the Kaiser Family Foundation view the first month of enrollment in Obamacare as a disaster. Most of the new abortion restrictions in Texas are allowed to take effect today, leaving about a third of the state's clinics unable to perform the procedure. An appeals court ruled that the state can enforce the law while it's being challenged. Millions are bracing for cuts in food stamps that kick in today. A family of 4 will receive $36 less a month. Why? The temporary boost in benefits approved during the recession has expired. Lay's has something new for you to snack on. Chocolate-covered potato chips, but at first they'll only be sold at Target. Oprah will auction off hundreds of her things tomorrow, from paintings to sofas. All the money raised will go to her Leadership Academy for Girls in South Africa. This is ABC News.
Right now at the Home Depot, kitted 10-year sealed battery smoke and carbon monoxide alarms start at just $24.97. So, let's worry less. Let's do smarter fire safety. Alarms that won't turn off, and batteries that won't chirp for 10 long years. Let's do this. Get a worry-free alarms, starting at just $24.97. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. U.S. only. See store for details.
I'm standing on a ledge high in the Blue Ridge Mountains. I swear I can see forever. Green in the spring, dazzling colors come fall. Part of why I'm here is to preserve this. I am 1 mile of CSX railroad track. There are 21,000 more like me. Together, we help trains move a ton of freight nearly 450 miles on 1 gallon of fuel. Tomorrow is full of promise. Let's keep it that way. CSX, how tomorrow moves.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Life jackets save lives. We're at Florida. Times of clouds and sun and quite warm today, high 85 to 89. Tonight will turn out mostly cloudy, low 70 to 74. Rather cloudy tomorrow and not as warm, with some showers and a thunderstorm around into the early afternoon hours, the high 78 to 82. For Sunday, mostly sunny, cooler and less humid, high 74 to 78. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Phoenix Promotional Solutions, your company supplier of banners, digital decals, yard signs, and magnetic signs. Where you give them approved artwork by noon, the next day by 4 p.m., you pick up your banners, digital decals, yard signs, and magnetic signs. Phoenix Promotional Solutions, 368-2404. That's 368-2404. Don't forget, they do vehicle wraps also. Phoenix Promotional Solutions, 368-2404.
In honor of our World War II veterans, the world's only full dual-control P-51C Mustang fighter, B-17 Flying Fortress, and the B-24 Liberator heavy bombers are coming to Ocala International Airport November 8th to the 10th for an amazing World War II living history event. Explore these beautifully restored World War II aircraft inside and out, and even become a part of the crew in an unforgettable flight experience. Or get some stick time in the legendary Mustang. For more information, dates, and flight reservations, call 568-8924. Or see our website at bomberrides.org.
Did you know that dementia is more than just a memory problem? This Friday at 11 a.m., Dr. John W. Grace, board-certified psychiatrist, will be our guest to discuss various aspects of dementia and a new program that is being created to centralize information for dementia patients and save valuable time in case of emergencies. Dr. Grace has his practice in Crystal River, but is dedicated to helping dementia patients throughout this area. That's Friday at 11 a.m., discussing DASH for dementia. All right, we're looking forward to having Dr. Grace in here sometime today and later on this morning about 11, right? So when he comes on?
Yep.
11 o'clock, Dr. Grace. We bumped into Dr. Grace. We hadn't seen Dr. Grace in a long, long time. And then we were in Michael's, and he was behind us, and I heard him say, boy, they let anybody in here, don't they? And so I turned around, and of course, I recognized Dr. Grace. Hey, John, how you doing? And his beautiful wife was with him, and I was chatting with him. And Robin, you had no clue who I was talking to.
No, she was so gorgeous, and I didn't recognize her. She's had 3 children. She looks like a model, and I didn't recognize John either. I just thought, well, they're friends of yours. I had no clue. I just went over my head.
That's kind of my point, yeah. We hadn't seen him in a while, so you weren't really familiar with him. Anyway, looking forward to him being in the studio today, so it should be fun. Hey, speaking of things that are going to be fun, the First Friday Art Walk is tonight.
Yep.
First Friday Art Walk, and we will be there. Now, for those of you who've known us for a while, you know that last year or whenever it was, Robin and I, 2 years ago, we won the Kiss the Horse for Literacy campaign. Mm-hmm. We just by a hair, right? Just made a little bit more than the next runner-up, which was Mrs. Fakori.
Yeah, $4 and change we won it by. It was
and then
last
year, Dave Schlenker raised the most money, so he got the honor of kissing the horse.
Well, he got beat up for that honor too.
He boxed.
Hats off to Dave.
Yeah, no question about it. It's a fun event. It's interesting, and I think let's see, tomorrow. What's the pretty lady's name? Stacy. Okay, the pretty lady. That's what the pretty lady. She's doing something over at the Hilton, right?
Yes, she is.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm so sorry.
She's beautiful.
She's gorgeous. She's like a model. Yeah.
Oh, she is. Very statuesque.
But anyway, so there's another opportunity for you to help raise money for the Literacy Council. It'll help her kiss a horse, which is okay with us. We just want to help out the Literacy Council.
Her tickets are $30.
$35.
Oh, 30. Our paintings are $25.
Stacy Rollins. There it is. Okay, I found it. Anyway, so that's tomorrow at the Hilton, I think, right?
Yep.
Yeah. But anyway, so tonight what we're doing, 2 years ago we won. Last year we didn't win. What we tried to do last year, and we did it all year long, because the first year we won by selling paintings, so last year we tried to do it, but it takes a while to do a painting. So we made it
plein air.
We made a commitment, plein air. So we made a commitment at the beginning of right after the last Kiss the Horse thing, the one we won, we were going to go as often as we could to paint somewhere. Well, it ended up that we went to state parks because I wanted to bring my dog on these outings, and state parks allow dogs.
Right. Pretty
much without. So there's this beautiful website that tells you where all the state parks are in the state of Florida. So we use that as our resource. And long story short, we went to many of them.
Yes.
And painted many paintings. And then didn't sell any of them because we were asking $1,000 a piece for them.
Well, it's all going to the Literacy Council.
Yeah,
it wasn't going to us.
Right. Well, it worked the first year.
Yeah, it did.
Didn't work the second year.
No.
Okay. So then this year we've been busking, and you probably all know that. We've been going out with the mandolin, Robin's mandolin, and my accordion, and basically just setting ourselves up in a public place and asking for donations. Mm-hmm. We're doing pretty good with that. We're just shy of $1,000. We're $916.
Yeah,
$916. Like I would guess Stacy. Just by being beautiful, that alone attracts money.
Yeah, she's gonna go through the roof with this.
But she's not the head. The one in the lead is Chris something, right?
Yeah.
I always forget who the people are running in this thing. But anyway, so there's somebody else in the lead. We're not in the lead right now, and we may not ever be in the lead in this one, but that's okay. So what we did is we got all the paintings from last year's campaign that we never sold.
Yep.
For $1,000 each. We're bringing them all to the First Friday Art Walk tonight.
Yes, we are.
We're going to have a tent right next to Dave Schlenker, by the way, who also is selling his artwork. His artwork is in the form of photography. I'm sure. I'm not.
Prints.
I think I'm right.
Photographs he's selling.
Prints of his photographs, yes.
Yep.
And so he'll be next to us, and you can buy his and help him raise money to kiss a horse. It's okay with us. Or you could buy one from us and help us. It doesn't really matter to us.
Right.
If we win, I would ask Robin to kiss the horse because I've already had the honor. Thank you very much. That picture made it everywhere. It's like, would you stop putting that picture everywhere?
It's even on our website, so you're never gonna go away from it.
So you need one. You need one of those forever pictures. So anyway, so we're gonna bring all the paintings. How many did you bring? How many is in your car?
Let's see, 10, 20, 30 something.
30 something.
40 maybe. I
have exactly 30.
Remember.
I have 30 paintings in my car right now.
Okay.
And if you have 30 something, then there's 60 something paintings.
Yeah.
So we're not asking $1,000. We're asking for a $25 donation to the Marion County Literacy Council or more. Yeah.
Minimum $25.
Right, thank you.
Because it's going to the Literacy Council.
And we would prefer you write a check to the Literacy Council. We prefer you don't even give us any cash. We just write it to the Literacy Council. We'll collect all the checks and then we'll hand them into Karen. And then, even with that, even if we do really well with tonight, Robin, I don't know.
We'll take cash too, though, because we take cash from
but no
busking,
cards.
so.
I decided I didn't want to do the credit card
No
thing.
credit cards. No.
Because the way we would take a credit card, we don't have an electronic device. We would have to write down the numbers.
Right.
I don't want to do that.
No.
I wouldn't do this. If I was buying something from somebody and all I had was my credit card, I would say, well, it's got to be electronic. I don't want to write down my numbers.
There's Galen.
Hey, here he comes.
Well, that's right. So I'd ask him to hold the item and then go to the ATM, get cash, and come back.
So anyway, come and see us tonight. Now I don't want to take this before Galen gets here. I don't want to just there he is. Galen's coming in. He's gonna sit way on the other end.
There he is.
Down here.
There. You like it down there?
I want this seat named after me.
Okay, we'll put a plaque down there.
Joe should charge money.
Galen.
Yeah, each microphone has a name on it, right?
That's right. This microphone sponsored by.
Right, $100. Look how much you get raised a few dollars.
That's cool.
Hey, y'all.
Yeah.
How you doing, Galen?
I'm good.
Good. You look at
it takes a lot longer to get over here for me than it would in Cascades.
You got a pretty big smile. Does that have anything to do with the Red Sox?
It helps.
What is the shirt that the Red Sox team, some fans are wearing? Is it sign language?
Which one?
Oh my goodness! There's it's like 3 and 3.
I looked. There's like 50 different designs.
Okay,
out there,
never mind. Well, it looks like it might be sign language in the form of socks, and it looks like it spells out Red Sox.
Oh, it might.
Cool.
I've seen that before.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. I've seen that with the fingers.
With the fingers.
Where they're
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So I have one thing I want to do before we start talking about whatever.
I'm checking out your Halloween decorations.
Yeah.
And aren't they cool?
It's kind of spooky.
They're going away today, right?
Are they?
Yeah, they are.
All right, tomorrow, the African Children's Choir is coming to town. I don't want you to forget this. So here's what they sound like. Have you heard this, Kayla? Isn't that awesome? Isn't that just beautiful?
The Hula Loo sounds like one of the Christmas songs from the Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
What does?
The Pululu, when they say Pululu.
You hear
right
something?
there. Pululu.
Yeah. Can you hear them, Galen?
Oh, yeah.
Are they in your headset?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So anyway, they're coming to Ocala tomorrow. They'll be at the First Assembly of God Church. Is it tomorrow? Sunday. Thank you. Sunday at the First Assembly. It's part of their services, right? Look, we looked at the lineup. First of all, these kids have played for the Queen, the Queen of England. They've performed with Paul McCartney and Annie Lennox and a couple of other biggies.
Yeah, Michael somebody.
Their tour schedule, this is what it says: Miami, Atlanta, Ocala.
Woo! We're their showstopper.
How's that? Isn't that cool?
It is amazing.
And it's free.
That's the best part.
Only thing is you have to go to church. So if you don't like church, you're going to have a hard time.
Well, and you've played several of their songs. It's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
And I have no musical ability. And so I'm amazed by it.
Okay, you tell me you could teach me basketball. I could teach you music. How could you not? All you have to do is know which buttons to push. That's all music is, pushing buttons.
That's right, push a button.
It's
every musician right now is going, "Oh, you're right. Yeah, right."
Well, it's the rhythm in the ear, and I don't really have that. Like how she said that the poolululu. I'm like, what? There was a poolu? What?
I didn't hear it either. To
I was
be
like,
honest.
what?
I didn't hear it either.
I don't. It's like
I'll be honest, it's over my head too.
I feel like I feel like I'm sitting in a physics class. I got nothing.
All right.
Or math.
I think we have a phone call. We've got a new phone thing again today.
Okay.
A new phone thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yesterday something crashed and Dan fixed it. So let me see if I did something right. Good morning. You're on the air, I think.
Yes, good morning, good
Hey,
morning.
there he is.
The curse of the Bambino is vanquished.
Ah.
It's been dead for a while now.
He wants you to know that.
Yeah, well, I mean, the win at home, that definitely vanquished it.
Well, we hadn't won at home since Babe Ruth was on our team.
Yeah.
To put that into perspective, so
Wow.
1918.
Wow.
But thank
Have
you.
a good morning.
Thank
all.
you.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Yeah, that does kind of put it into perspective.
Well, we killed the curse when we came back from and beat the Yankees in 2004.
Okay, that was the end of the curse.
Yeah, that killed the curse.
But now he's buried.
Now you know there's a rumor, and then it was confirmed that when they were building the new Yankee
You
Stadium.
got gray going on in your beard.
I know, I'm old.
That looks nice, actually.
Thanks.
It
I
does.
grew it out because I'm like, if once the playoffs started, I said I wasn't going to shave my goatee.
If it wasn't uncomfortable to have a man tell you it looked nice?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
Very
Especially if it's a
distinguished.
good-looking man, Larry.
Well, you won't
If we
find
go
one
to
in here.
prison together, it'll be fine.
Oh!
But when they were building the new Yankee Stadium, there was a Red Sox fan, and there was a crew apparently of them, and they actually buried something, according to the rumor, according to the myth, they buried something under home plate.
Uh-huh.
And the Yankees heard about this, and they're like, well, we're going to find out. So they dug down, and sure enough, encased in the concrete underneath the infield, there was a Red Sox shirt
Oh, really?
under where home plate would be. And so now they're wondering, because they haven't won since they built the new Yankee Stadium, haven't made the playoffs. They're wondering if there's something else buried, and it's the curse of the Red Sox. I love it.
Oh, really?
I love it.
How'd
I thought
they
it was
get in
kind of
there?
funny.
That's so guarded.
Oh, they sued the contractor and everything, and made him pay for the damages.
Oh, no.
The contractor, it's like, yeah, I did it. Yep.
Okay. That's how it would happen.
After he was caught, he was caught. It's kind of funny.
That is.
Oh, man.
Well, with all that sonogram technology, and now can't they take like a big old wand and just kind of
Because of the, I'm sure you could, but he put it inside because on the field, like 4 feet down is concrete.
Oh, I didn't.
And
know
so it
that.
was in the concrete.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of funny.
This is cool. I love it.
Fans are crazy.
I can't.
It's like the guy who was an Alabama fan after Auburn won the national championship. He went and poisoned those oak trees that were almost 200 years old. That went too far. And then he bragged about it on a sports talk radio show.
Ah,
And that's how
I
they found
remember
out
this.
about it.
Yeah, I remember this story.
I mean,
yeah.
he's been vilified, and there's been so many studies on these trees because they're trying to save them, and they're kind of dying. I went by there, when was it in Auburn? Like 7 months ago, and I drove by the oak grove. I'm like, wow, they don't look nearly as nice as they used to be.
So have you purchased any Red Sox memorabilia
absolutely.
since when was the winning game?
Wednesday night.
Wednesday.
So yeah, I did that Thursday
What'd
morning.
What'd you buy?
I bought my a T-shirt for myself and a T-shirt for my wife.
Oh,
What
nice.
about the kids?
I had them something for the AL championship. So I got my son a hoodie, and my other son got a shirt that had the beards on it. It was pretty cool.
Oh yes, yeah.
And they rotated it, the items. So one, because they're the same size, but so one wore one on Wednesday, and one on Thursday. They rotated.
Oh, gee, nice.
I don't even know if they washed it.
Who's the
secret.
team that the boy was wearing the shirt every day? Was it the Packers? Remember that story we had? He was
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I lived,
he's wearing the same shirt every day for like 3 years.
There was a time when that was okay. You know? I mean, what happened to those times?
Yeah.
Like on Little House on the Prairie, you never saw them change clothes.
Yeah, no, they always had, except for church. They put their Sunday
right.
best on for church.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I mean, as a kid, I remember I had like 2 shirts. Maybe that's what I wore. I don't know.
So what's going on in the weekend? How long do you ride this wave, this Red Sox wave? Will you be riding it Monday?
No. It just feels good. It feels good.
You just
to
want to
be-
stay there for a while.
I
so
do.
What, did
I
we
do.
ask you what was bigger, Christmas or Wednesday?
Yeah, you asked him.
I didn't
Christmas
ask
is
Galen. I
different
asked somebody
for me.
else.
I mean, because of the kids, it's bigger. It's with the kids and everything, and what Christmas represents and the birth of Christ. That's a tough one to. It's bigger than New Year's Eve for me.
Ah, okay.
It's bigger than. It's bigger than Halloween.
So did you get fireworks? Any?
I wanted to, and my wife's like, "You are not shooting off fireworks in the neighborhood at midnight."
Oh.
I'm like, this may not happen. And she goes, I don't care.
Did you have some fireworks?
No, I would have gone and bought them.
Did
Call
you have
Domino's.
sparklers?
Well, I pass by that place every day. I pass by that place every day.
Where? Which place?
The one on
Main Street.
I-75.
That's right.
Yeah.
Have you ever been in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's huge.
Really?
And then you go inside and like, oh.
Oh, they're all that way.
Oh.
That's the fake front.
The facade.
Yeah.
Yeah. But even the building, it's like, it's broken up. There's like a lot of rooms in there.
But do they sell like the illegal? You have to pretend you're scaring birds.
I don't know. I don't know if they're legal or illegal activities.
So there's no other fireworks
I can
in your
confirm
neighborhood?
nor deny. No, there's we didn't do the fireworks. I just gave my son a champagne shower.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool when you were telling us
Yeah.
about that.
My wife woke up and she goes, "What did you do?" She saw it on Facebook. I'm like, And then my other son's like, "Well, why didn't you wake me up?" My youngest, and I'm like, "We tried. You didn't want to move. You just thought it was time to go to school and went back to sleep."
Oh no.
Well, at least you tried, so you could have a
it was
shower.
it was a good day.
So are the kids these days buying baseball cards like when I was a kid?
No.
Wonder why. Aren't they better? Like they look glossier and the photographs look better and
because I
But they're out
tried
there,
to get
right?
my son
But they're
into
out there,
baseball
right?
cards, absolutely, and because I loved baseball cards, I used to like study the back and it's just not cool. It's just not.
I wonder if it's regional. I wonder if I went back to my old neighborhood and
I
asked,
doubt it. I mean, when you look at baseball cards overall sales, they're still selling to middle-aged men.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
So here was the routine when I was a kid. You go to school, elementary school. I'm talking about, and there was a deli near where I lived. And when I say deli, just think convenience store because I don't think convenience stores existed back then. So and they had this rack where you could buy cards, and most of them were sports cards, and most of the sports cards were baseball cards.
Right.
In fact, they might have all been baseball cards.
Well, football cards didn't come out until the 70s.
Okay, so
to
these
put
were-
that into perspective.
Okay, so they were all baseball cards except for the monkeys. They had cards too. The monkeys cards.
Yeah, they did have like those kind of probably.
Oh, I know, because I used to buy
Yeah,
them. I used to buy them. Because I had my Mickey Mouse. I had this guy on who was a New York City fireman who I grew up with.
Right. We talked about
so
9/11.
we had this memory of when he used to flip baseball cards, and he was looking so hard to get a Mickey mantle, and I said, well, I got a Mickey. I never said mantle. I knew I had Mickey Dolenz, and he remembered the story, too, when I asked him.
Oh,
about
that's
it.
great.
Yeah. Let me go to the phone here. Good morning. You're on the air.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning. The difference is the price. Back in the day, you paid 10 cents. You got a card and a stick of gum.
Yeah, very hard stick of gum, too.
Well, and they took the gum out. They took the gum out because
the gum out, and it's like, I don't know, it's dollars now instead of cents. Yeah.
it's still economical. I mean, you can get a pack of baseball cards for $2.50. I mean, I don't think it's economic reasons why people don't buy them.
Really?
My son, it's just not something he wants to do. I mean, I remember putting them together and I put them in a shoebox and stacking them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so how many Pete Rose does it take to get one Marv Throneberry?
Depends on who. If you're a fan of the Phillies, that's exactly what that means. But I hated
good
Pete
day.
Rose. Oh, I still don't like. I mean, when he was a player, I hated him
Well,
because he was never on my team.
Oh.
Pete Rose was one of those guys that if he was on your team, you loved him.
Oh.
If he wasn't on your team, you hated him because of the way he played the game.
Oh,
he played the way every guy who has marginal talent would want to play the game.
Really?
And that's the highest compliment I can give somebody.
Wow.
Nobody gave more effort than Pete
Now,
Rose
that wouldn't work.
ever.
That doesn't work in a band. You can't have marginal talent. I mean, you got to be there. Otherwise, you better get into a bar. And
Yeah, but
yeah.
if you
can
have
do it if you're in a bar.
right, but if you have if you're that guy who makes sure that the amp is perfect for you, right, and everything is tuned perfectly.
Yeah.
And but his his skills are only going to get him so far, but his work ethic and his want to takes you the rest of the way. You put up with that.
Okay, but that. Okay.
I mean, Pete Rose got more hits than anybody on the
But
planet.
he's a player. But he's a player.
Right.
Okay. So why is that marginal if he got more hits than anybody on the planet?
Because of I guess that's a that's taken away from him. But the way he played the game, he played as if he had marginal talent. But he had exceptional hand-to-eye coordination and could do anything.
So he
with a
had
bat.
exceptional talent. He just played as if he didn't.
I get. You're right.
You just
That's
don't like
fair
him.
enough. I do not like. And I've interviewed him.
It sounds like you're being honest about his talent, but you still don't like
And
him.
I've sat across the counter, and he came in studio when I worked in Jacksonville, and he was selling his book, and he still was denying that he ever bet on baseball. And I remember I'm like, because Bowie Kuhn, who lived in Jacksonville and was a good friend of the station, and I had on 1,000,000 times and talked about it 1,000,000 times, and I'm like, he called Bowie Kuhn a liar, and it's and now it turns out that Bowie Kuhn was right the whole time, and
you know what? One of the things when we interview people, I always try to make sure we ask a question that person has never had presented to them before.
Sure.
So if we had Pete Rose in here, tell me if this question would be original or not, because I don't ever ask sports questions. It's probably something everybody's already asked before. Is your last name a verb or a noun?
Oh, that's funny.
That's a good one.
Nobody got nobody.
I think it's funny. I just it's Pete Rose is one of those controversial figures. You either love him or you despise him.
But don't the people who despise him because of the gambling? The betting?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Because I can't even like him now. Because it's one thing.
But you know what I don't dislike? I mean, and I don't get why this is disliked. When somebody uses what's the injection that they use for their muscles?
PEDs, steroids. Yeah, performance enhancing drugs.
I don't see why that would bother me. I mean, if you're taking a vitamin to go faster,
Yeah, it's not necessarily a vitamin.
I know, but it's in the same league. I mean, you're putting something into your.
Really? Yeah. I've thought about this a lot too, and if it were me, and somebody says, "Look, if you take this injection,
right,
you can make millions and millions of dollars."
All right.
And you could set up generational wealth.
Right.
Okay.
And at the same time, set yourself up for cancer early in life.
You know what? With the new PEDs and what they're taking now with the human growth hormone, they're not quite sure of the long-term impact. They used to take bovine injections.
Really?
In the NFL, PEDs are not a new problem. They're not a problem from the 90s.
I have the human growth hormone. I don't need to get it. Yeah, but I had an extra dose of it.
Yeah, absolutely. So. but it's prescribed constantly. These are drugs that are made for people who have some kind of an issue. I had coached a kid 2 years ago that had to take steroids every single day in order to keep up with his growth.
Oh my gosh.
I mean that's
legal,
part of it,
though. Yeah.
Right. And then there are people who have to take testosterone shots, which is what a lot of these guys were taking. Mm-hmm. I would do it. I don't think it's right. So
I don't understand why people get angry at them. I know you don't like who's the best.
I justify it. Lance Armstrong is different because you
don't like him at all.
What I don't like about Lance Armstrong is that he brought everybody down who made an accusation about him. So if Robin would say, "Galen, you're taking performance-enhancing drugs," and I would say, "Well, Robin, you're wrong, but I'm not doing anything to harm her," right? Then okay, no harm, no foul kind of a thing for me.
Right, okay.
But if I then go and say, "Robin, you're wrong, and I'm going to destroy you as a human being," that's what Lance Armstrong did.
Hey, by the way, speaking of that, what's with the Kris Jenner story? I go to the grocery store.
I don't know.
What Kris is the wife, right?
Yeah, I don't watch that.
What's the guy?
Bruce Jenner. Bruce Jenner was my hero growing up.
Bruce Jenner wants to be a woman. It says on the newspaper.
He does?
Well, that's what it says on the
I don't know.
at the grocery store.
Yeah.
He was in the late 70s.
So I say to I know. So he kind of looks like a woman.
He's got the hair.
He does. His hair is.
I say to the grocery lady, I say, "Is that true? Bruce Jenner wants to be a woman?" She goes, no answer, just laugh.
Well, she doesn't know what to say. She's trying to be nice to Larry. She's like, "This guy, I don't know what to do."
He's a Mr. Kardashian.
All right, so let me tell you what happened yesterday. We went to Busk at the 326 market.
Yeah.
Okay. And we were sitting next to a circle of paper plates. we didn't really know what they were for, but they were there. And then
a mysterious circle on Halloween.
It was. There were a lot.
You gotta add a little mystery
so then
to
we
it.
found out what it was. It was a cakewalk. Okay, now they wanted us.
Cakewalks.
We started playing the music, right? So the lady in the pirate costume, which was cute, by the way,
attaboy,
came up and she said,
"Sexy pirate."
She said yes. She said,
"There's no ugly pirates."
And by the way, it wasn't
was
pants.
hot.
They were, what do you call them, leotards?
Yeah. Tights.
Whatever.
Leggings. They were
You enjoyed it, Larry?
They weren't pants.
She went,
they were really
when she
tight.
bent down to get that plate, oh.
Bow, shaka, bow,
Yeah,
wow.
man, yeah. All
Her
right,
jacket came up.
And her number is Larry.
So anyway, she says to us, what we'd like you to do is play a song, play music, and then just stop abruptly,
Right.
and then call out a number between 1 and 24. Okay, so we could only see 6, the number 6, because we were only close enough to one of the plates to see one of the numbers. So Robin is the one calling out the number. So we stop the music, and Robin is a little boy next to her. Robin says 6. Yeah, I get a cake. Yeah. All right. So then Robin wants to do another number. So she says 21. And the boy goes, "Hey, that's me." And the other kid says, "No, that's a 12. Oh, man. Oh, man. So now Robin knows where 12